Well, good morning, folks. We are at Wegman's. What are we doing at Wegman's? We're going to do some hiking. As bad as that sounds, that is our trailhead for today. we start off in the dairy section, and eventually we'll make our way over to the produce, but nah, just kidding. Anyway, we're in Dewitt. There's going to be a lot of traffic noise for this part of the video. Along Route 5 and 92 in Dewitt, we are hiking the Butternut Creek Trail. So, that's where we are. We're in the Wegman's parking lot. This is the trailhead. And this is the start of the Erie Canal. So, I brought another little toy. So I finally bought one of these. So, let's see how this goes. So the traffic noise you're going to hear is Interstate 481. Unfortunately, we follow that during the duration, but other than that, here we go. I'll forget the trail's name by the time I get to the bottom of this hill, but this is the start of the Erie Canal in Syracuse. And we're going to try to do sections along the way. And we start off at Wegman's. Wildlife safety zone. Never heard of that before. Park closes at dark. The first half of the sign is disturbing. We're in the suburbs, so I'm going to be surprised. Deer jump out of the woods and rob you. So being on the east side of Syracuse, this is the Erie Canal east side of Syracuse. That goes up through Rome and everything. I'll probably focus on that part because it's more scenic. But if you're doing the whole Erie Canal Trail, you're going to have to walk and bike through the city of Syracuse, and I'm like, nah. This is what we come to see. Don't know how long the trail is. And I did make an accidental stop along the way, and I tell you, there's some pretty interesting things along the trail. Not for today's episode, but for future episodes, yeah. You got some looking coming up here on this Erie Canal Trail series. What kind of tomfoolery you got going on here? What kind of tomfoolery you got going on here? Trying out this new GoPro camera. It's much easier now to hold it with this instead of this. So, we'll see how this goes. Goes like a GoPro, I guess. So this is kind of breaking it in today. There we go. Now if I try not to trip over my own feet, that'd be great too. Got a runner coming up behind you, of course. It is a popular trail, so that's to be expected to encounter people here. Why'd that go dark? The light reflecting off my bald spot made the camera go dark, I guess, when I turned around. Yeah, I don't think this is part of the actual Erie Canal Trail, obviously, because there's no canal around here that I can see. This is more like a connector trail, maybe. Other than the traffic noise, it ain't too bad. Like I said, the more we work on the Erie Canal series, the next trip or two, you got some pretty decent looking coming up. Now the problem I'm going to have is editing, because I got to try to get the files off this and link them with the files off this to make the video in order. See how that goes. I just got kind of water down in there though, but maybe I'm wrong. This is a little, well, yeah. What is it, Butternut Creek or something like that? So we are right along the edge of the interstate and the creek. Something open there. Hey, let's go check this out. I'll leave you with a viewer to look at this when you come in person. A lot of information there that I cannot. I'm going to stand there for 20 minutes and pause. I keep having you pause the video. You can come and check that out for yourself if you'd prefer. It's about a quarter mile down from the parking lot right now. I'm kind of curious what's going on up here. Used to be something there. If it's a view, or was a view, we'll just keep it as was a view maybe. They took the sign down that used to be there. I don't see much for any reason to venture back here. Unless you want to become mosquito food and then have at it. But you now know this trail doesn't have any purpose. Unless you want to feed the mosquitoes. So far, every couple thousand feet, there's a bench. A little marsh over here. Wet spot. Probably half a mile into it right now. I tell you what, I'm glad the trail turned when it did, because that's why we're not in the Adirondacks today. There is a slight chance of rain, and yeah. So, there's also a slight chance of train too, but let's see if that turns out to be anything. So, we're here today. in Syracuse area. Again, we're not that far from Green Lake State Park, so if you're in the area, and well, you got your trains, and you got your trails, and you also have the old Erie Canal. Definitely a lot to do. Get a good look at this construction sign. I'm guessing there's a lane closure ahead for some reason. Yay, traffic! There's a water pipeline hiding in the weeds. Coming up to something here. It's loaded with a bunch of beauty, so, well, considering this is all hand planted right there, and what looks like to be a sign over here. Butternut Creek Trail. Sponsors. So this is sponsored. This I can show you right now. Got a road crossing coming up. Alright, we might already be at the end of the trail for this section. It's about 3/4 of a mile to a mile maybe to get to this other road. Okay, so there's a parking lot. I wasn't sure because I didn't see one on the search when I searched it, but there is a parking lot off this other road up here. And that's that right there. I see the pedestrian crossing sign. I know we crossed the road. So I think I'll venture a little bit past that today. East size parking lot. Again, this Butternut Creek will take you to Wegman's that restarted, and this is also going to take you over to the Erie Canal Trail, I believe. There's pedestrian crossing sign up here. Alright, well, before we cross the road, there's a little section down here. So we'll see what this is about. Get in the parking lot. It's right here. It might not be done after all. See where that lady is going up on the bike there. So there's a trail that goes up that way after you cross the road, but then there's this trail that goes down here. Can I get a good view of that sign? Yeah. And if you need to know from the interstate where we actually are, again, that's Interstate 41. Oh. I was like, I hear buzzing, and then I saw that. I didn't realize it was crossing under a power line. I'm like, what is that buzzing? And I looked up, and then instantly regretted it. So note the fact, they always make buzzing noises. What the? You hear something? There's a train in that creek. There's a train down there somewhere. This is an interstate highway, not a rail corridor. Man, that wind's really howling. Alright, got a little place to observe some things here. Hopefully I don't see a train floating down the creek today. Good spot to go fishing in. And tangle up your fishing line. And watch traffic pass by. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it there, folks. I'll just start a brief section. Hopefully we won't notice the difference, but that's gonna be it for the Butternut Creek Trail. And again, nice little hike. You got a little fishing spot down here along the creek. The only downside for this part is the traffic noise, because you're right along Interstate 41 there. So yeah, so from Wegman's to what, I don't even know the name of the road. So you start in Wegman's there and end up at this parking lot, and that's what you see along the way. And I'm pretty sure it's part of the Erie Canal Trail, so yeah, so nice little easy hike for those that want to do short hikes that live in the area. Probably do hike, bike, whatever. Again, part of the old Erie Canal is accessible, so if you want to go more than a mile, I'm going to do more later, but not in this episode. I'm going to go off and do other things while I'm here. As you see, I'm not parked here, so Alright, so that's that, and hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Off to the next adventure.